So we are working number 5 from the homework. First we had to plot these points on the coordinate plane. And be careful, make sure you plot those correctly. That x coordinate comes first. And then the y coordinate. Find the coordinates of point M if segment TM is a median of TRE. So we learned 4 special segments yesterday. Median, altitude, perpendicular bisector, and angle bisector. And each one of those segments had a job to do. They had something to fulfill. They had a symbol that we add to the picture. In median, his job is to pass through the midpoint of the opposite side. So the median's job is to begin at a vertex, this is saying to begin at T, and then head to the midpoint of the opposite side. Now I just eyeballed that. I haven't calculated it yet. So in my picture, it kind of shows me what I need to find. In this problem, it's saying find the midpoint of segment RE, right? Find the midpoint of segment RE, midpoint. So you can do that using the midpoint formula, or you can do rise over run and divide by 2, the rise, divide by 2, the run. I'll go ahead and use the formula since we have the coordinates. Midpoint formula. Add your x's and divide by 2. Add your y's and divide by 2. Negative 3 plus negative 9, negative 12 divided by 2. So that midpoint is located at negative 6, comma, 14 divided by 2, negative 6, 7. So our goal was we have to know what a median is. We have to know what side we're headed to and what side we're actually finding the midpoint of. Number 7, remember, each segment has a job to do. An altitude has a specific job, and you have to memorize their job descriptions. Memorize them. 4 segments, 4 job descriptions. An altitude's job is to be perpendicular to the line containing the opposite side. Most of the time it's perpendicular to the opposite side, but sometimes it falls outside the triangle. So an altitude's job is to be perpendicular. So if you do not use that word when you're solving this problem, if you don't use the word altitude, then you did something wrong. For example, if you set 2x equal to 3x minus 4, you're assuming that that's a median, but his job is not to be a median. AB's job is to be an altitude. So instead, you begin this problem by setting the angle measure equal to 90 because of the word altitude. You find x, and then you plug it back in to find BC. That's all I'm going to say about 7. Lastly, number 8. In number 8, they're not really using your knowledge of triangles at all. In number 8, this is like an old problem from the angle unit. I wish it would have asked for like the measure of angle A or something like that, so you had to use triangle sum theorem. Nevertheless, you do have to know that an angle bisector's one job in life is to cut angles in half. So this angle has been cut in half. We know that half of the angle is x plus 6, and the whole angle is 4x minus 6. So we're not going to set those equal to each other. We have our normal 2 choices that we always have. We can double the half. X plus 6 plus x plus 6 equals 4x minus 6. Or we can bisect the whole, because bisect means divide by 2. I'm going to do it that way. The half equals the half. I divided this by 2. So I set angle DBC equal to half of angle ABC. So if I solve for x, what do we have? X is 9, and then we just plug it back in. 4 times 9 minus 6.